Young Thug and Gunna are being charged with the Rico Act with 28 other defendants, or 26 other defendants. 56 count indictment in Fulton County. Is it over? Stay tuned. What up, y'all? It's Queenzflip. Make sure you subscribe, share this video, click the notification bell, turn it on all so you get notified when I go live or when I drop an upload. Is it over? Now, I love Young Thug. That's the homie. Fire. But they've been watching Young Thug for a while. I think we have a rat in the group, respectfully. It just don't go down like that of police. You know, they have to get something or a hint of something in order to do an investigation. I mean, unless throwing up gang signs can get you watched by the feds, it may. Certain things can get you targeted by the feds, it may. But I think, allegedly, we have a rat in the group. Now, if you don't know, right now, Young Thug is under arrest. Man, he's under arrest. He's been charged with the Rico charge. Young Thug has. Gunna has not been arrested yet. Now, what they're saying is that, you know, YSL, which is Young Thug's group, he started it with two other members. Young Thug started it with DK and Tick back in 2012. Let's see what it is. Let's see what they say. Let's read some of it. The history of YSL. First of all, the enterprise. YSL is an enterprise consisting of a group of individuals associated, in fact, although not a legal entity. YSL constitutes an ongoing organization whose members function as a continuing unit for the common purpose of achieving the objectives of the empire. History. YSL is a criminal street gang that started in the late 2012 in the Cleveland Avenue area of Atlanta, Georgia. YSL claims affiliation with the National Blood Gangs. YSL founders were Young Thug, DK, and Tick. Young Thug, an Atlanta-based hip-hop artist, made YSL a well-known name by referring to it in his songs and on social media. What does YSL stand for? Young Slime Life. Let's read something else. As associated as the Empire Young Slime Life, hereinafter YSL, the defendants conspired to associate together and with others for the common purpose of illegally obtaining money and property through a pattern of racketeering activity and conducting the participating in the enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity. In furtherance of the conspiracy, the defendants engaged in the activities enumerating herein. The objective of the conspiracy include, but were not limited to, you could read it there, preserving, protecting, and enhancing the reputation, power, and territory of the enterprise through acts of racketeering activity, including murder, assault, and threats of violence, preserving and protecting the enhancement, da-da-da, 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 da-da-da. You guys can read it for yourself. You know, it's a whole bunch. But at the same time, it's not looking too good. Now I ride with Young Thug. It's not looking too good, man. Let's look back. I think we have a rat in the group. You know, we have a rat in the group. We have a rat. Gunna has not been arrested. Gunna has not. Let's talk about the charges, man. Gunna has not been arrested. I mean, Young Thug has 2 charges out the 56 count indictment. DK has 1, which is the Rico charge. Tick has 1, which is the Rico charge. Young Thug has the Rico charge and participating in a criminal street gang. Now, let me talk to Thugger. Thugger, you know me, when you reach to a certain level, certain things need to be moved correctly. And I don't understand why we must watch things, man. Free Casanova, free all these things. They are taking down our brothers and putting them in a who style. And I think a lot of things have to do with these labels encouraging it and not giving. And of course, you can't give anybody the benefit of the doubt or any advice when they're making their own money or when they're making you money. But you can try your best to put them in a better situation. Now, Young Thug was already knee deep in whatever situation. I personally think that it's blown out of proportion. Same thing with Casanova. Same thing. They are targeting our brothers and and the industry, because when you get locked up, your music spike up, and the industry and the labels make more money off of it while everybody turn their back on them. Let's keep it real. Now, Thug, participating in the street gang activity, sometimes you got to grow up, and I don't understand or I don't know why he was participating in sometimes. I mean, he started his own group. It's associated with the Bloods, this and that and the third, started on Cleveland Street in Atlanta, Georgia. But sometimes it's okay to let go, and sometimes we are in too deep, or we have this mind of what an empire should be when we get money. Our minds are brainwashed. We have in our minds what an empire should be when we get money. I mean, 2012 it started. He ain't get hot since 2014. He had a vision of being the greatest or being a product of his environment while bringing them up with him. He had a vision. A lot of people know Young Thug don't play. I know that. He was outside the court from French crib. Not trying to play French. French don't play neither. French ain't. I'm just saying, like, the behavior of two people that don't play going at it. But it's crazy. Young Thug is accused of renting a 2014 Infiniti sedan, which was used to murder someone else, which was used in the commission of murder of a rival gang member. This was in 2015. In 2015. Now, he got hot in 2014, and he was still, like, I guess trying to get away with it. Oh, not get away, excuse me. He was still, like, hands deep. This is all alleged. I don't, this is what the documents say, so I don't believe it. I wasn't there. I'm not a jury. I'm not a cop. I'm not a judge. I'm just reading. If this is true, then that means that he was still, like, in the situation. If it's true, this is all alleged. It's sad, man. It's sad. And right now, they are trying to charge him of participating in gang activity. And what do you mean by that? The YFN Lucci situation. Now, of course, y'all know YFN Lucci is in prison right now before you go to trial for a murder charge. YFN Lucci was stabbed twice. He was cut in the back of the head the other day, and a month prior, he was stabbed. He said there was a bounty on his head. Somebody told that Briss and Obama, Briss got 15 counts of the indictment. Obama got 4 counts. Somebody told that Briss and Obama got permission from Young Thug to get at YFN Lucci while he was incarcerated. Now, I don't know how they got that information. I don't know. I'm not saying that Briss and Obama are telling. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. YFN Lucci, he already expressed and told the judge he's trying to get out of there. So YFN Lucci, by telling the judge there's something on his life or there's an attempt, I'm not saying anything, but it could have had the police look into it a little deeper and connect the dots, or unless they saw it on the phone. We have a rat around here. I'm not saying that YFN Lucci's a rat. I'm not saying that, man. He's defending himself. They had to tase him to stop him from fighting. But he did the right thing by telling the judge, something is going on. He didn't say no names, but he needs to be protected because he's an artist. His life is important. They didn't say he said names. They didn't say anything. They said that he went at it with the person. They said that YFN Lucci was loud and aggressive. Said, I'm going to kill this. They got it documented. And they had to taser him. Taser to calm down. They had to taser him. Rico Act is murder, armed robbery, and participation in criminal street gang activities. And Gunna is accused of appearing in a video. Fox 5. Gunna is accused of appearing in a video of Fox 5 with the YSL pendant and a slat pendant. And he with the lyrics stating, we got 10 100-round choppers. Now they trying to lock Gunna up for saying that in lyrics. They using lyrics against people. The lyrics that inspire us and that keeps us moving, that we sing, they using it against people. Now Gunna was just rapping. He was just enjoying it. How deep is Gunna in this situation? But they're going to try to use it to take him down, to try to make him fold, to try to bend him. But I know, pause, there's a lot of stand-up guys in the situation. There's a rat somewhere around there, and we got to get down to the bottom. And best to believe I'm on it. Best to believe I'm on it. You see, these things happen is that when you get money, and this is to the youth, pay attention real quick. I'm going to leave you with this small thing. When you get money, when you're moving forward in life, you try to get away from that. Try to get away from the street gang. Look what they did to Casanova. Look what they did to other people. Sometimes we connected and we so cool with people. You know, the money came so fast, so we love our homies because they were there with us. And sometimes the ability to have power and influence over others get to our minds sometimes. So don't let it get to your mind. You got to use it to do good. And if you're going to do bad, I can't give you any pointers for that. But it gets to our mind and we want to be in control. We always have, a lot of us in the hood that grow up and have nothing, have a vision of running an empire, have a vision of being the greatest that we can be, have a vision of having anybody do what we want them to do. That is the hood dream. Getting money, getting cars, getting women, and running an empire. And you see what happened. The feds are always watching. We have a rat in the field, regardless or not. That's my opinion. I'm not calling anybody a rat in YSL. I'm not saying that, but something ain't right. Something don't make sense. I smell a rat. You know what I mean? Let me know what you think. I'll keep you posted. They didn't lock Gunna up yet, but apparently Young Thug is currently incarcerated. Man, shout out to Thugger, man.